let me break this down to like real life. I've worked with a ton of kids following God in this and trying to mentor, trying to raise them. And I'm telling you, some of them are just beat down. Like they can't even lift their heads. They can't rise their eyes. Like they just can't. Why? Because they got mamas and daddies that just like verbally assaulted them their whole lives. Like I know one little dude, he got called a bastard from the moment he was born until when? Until they stopped calling him. But the parents not only call them, they go to school and they make fun of him about it. And guess what happened? That little kid took that to heart. And he started, he didn't stand up and say, that ain't who I am. He believed it. It sunk in the soil of his heart. And guess what manifested itself out of that? Actions that corresponded to the name that he was given. Like it's just real. You call a little man a bastard long enough, he's going to rise up to be one. He ain't going to go no higher than that if he accepts it in his heart, if he believes it. And you can see time and time again how this plays out. You can see little, not even little, you can see full-growns believing what other people say. It sinks in their heart, and all of a sudden that they are acting out exactly what they were told. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's the principle behind this? I'm glad you asked. Jesus says right here, and it's the tangent that we think is just so confusing, so high in theology that we can't really bring it into our daily routine. But I want to show you how this truly works. Verse 43 says this: when an impure spirit comes out of a person, it goes through arid places seeking rest and does not find it. What's he talking about? I'm telling you, he's still in the same moment of that Pharisee coming attacking him, saying, you're nothing but a demon. Like, by the Beelzebul, you drive out. He's saying, no. You don't understand what you're speaking. Your words, they ain't just words, baby. They tied with a spirit. Like, what you speaking out is life and death. It's a blessing or a curse. There's a spirit behind those words. So when you talk to a little kid and you belittle them, you talking them down, you are allowing that spirit that those words are spoken in to go into that heart. Like, I take this for real. This is the real principle. And Jesus says, if it goes out seeking rest and does not find it, if it does not find a heart that will accept what is being spoken, it comes back on the owner. Now, we're going to get to that here in a second. But I want to show you how real this is. So real, I implement this in my own life. And this is God's honest truth, guys. I do this every day with my boys. Every day. I'm talking, they 2 to 7 right now. Every day since they were 2 years old. Even before that, before they can actually answer back to me, we would do the same thing. Every day. What I tell you, never forget. Asking me and my boys, this would be the answer. I love you. How much? They'll spread their arms and say, this much. Ow. Like, it hurts this much. You know what I'm saying? And then I go, what's God got for you? He said, great plans. In that little, like prepubescent voice. Great plans, Daddy. What can you do in Christ? Everything. Anything. It depends on the day they answer. I say, who the Savior? They say, Jesus. Every day we do that. My big man on the way to school, every day when my little guys wake up, we do that. Why? Just so they get rote memorization? Nah, I'm trying to put a spirit into our house, into their hearts, that when they got something inside of them that says, I can do all through Christ. Nothing is impossible for me who believe. Like, God does have good plans for me, and they ain't got to believe some other false spirit coming at them or false word spoken to them. Why? Because their dad has been putting that kind of love, that kind of spirit behind his words since they birthed.